Assessments are gradable, question-based activities that use questions to create or link from question banks. Students are required to complete assessments according to the conditions you set here and submit all answers at once. Assessments are automatically graded and can be password protected. To add an assessment, click Add Activity and choose Assessment. As with the other activities, give it a title. You can change the thumbnail and give some instructions. And when you're ready, go to the settings. The settings that are unique to assessments are going to be assessment pool settings, and there will be a different video on creating an assessment pool. Assessment review, which will help you indicate how students review assessment results. You can choose from drop-down of always, never, after available attempts, after minimum attempts, when answered correctly, and after due date. Under advanced assessment options, you can choose a time limit, the default question score, which is every time you create a question, it will default to that score and you can change it later. You can choose the attempt minimum, and then you have a bunch of options available. Allow printing, you can hide the back button, you can start assessments automatically, you can show a highlighter, you can show an answer eliminator, and we will show these in this example. You can allow student notes. You can allow students to bookmark and review questions. And you can create a formative assessment or a remediation assessment. There'll be a different video for each of these. You can create a password and you can choose the scored attempt. If you have an assessment template, you can upload it here. This is an advanced option. And then when you're ready, go to the Questions tab. To add a question, click the plus button here. This will create a new question. From here, you can choose between 8 question types using the question drop-down menu. Take a moment to review each type of question. And continue when you're ready. In this example, we're going to add a multiple choice. By default, we had 1 as the points, but we can change this at any point. And then if we click next to the number, it will open up the rich text editor so we can create a question. And then below that, you will click in the box next to the button to choose the right answer, and then give choices. Click Add Choice to continue to give choice options. You can also provide feedback. I can choose always, or when the answer is correct, or when the answer is incorrect. To give feedback on any given answer, I click on it and I could choose Add Feedback, which means when a student always answers green, they will receive this feedback. And you can do this for each type of answer. You can add objective mastery. You can add an objective to this assessment. You can score it partially for extra credit, or you can add a calculator. If there's any companion material, you can add it here. When you're done, you can continue to add questions, or you can click Save. If at any point you want to edit all the questions, you can click here, and you can see a text editor to edit those questions. I can reorder and use the arrows to move them up and down, or I can preview, and this will show you how students will see it. And when you're ready, click Save. Let's view this from a student's perspective. In the student, you can see example assessment here. I read the instructions, and then this is the essay, where I can give my answer to my essay. And because we turn on these settings, I can bookmark. I can add notes for this question. I could use the highlighter to highlight any words that I want to remember to be aware of. I can eliminate questions that I can come back to later. Under the matching, I would choose the letter that best fits. And then if I want to see those that I bookmarked or reviewed, I choose Review, and I can see all those that I answered, unanswered, bookmarked, or has notes. The assessment tool is robust, and it's a great way to assess students.